Hey, shalom brothers, shalom sisters, Bishop Nathaniel here. That's right, you know what day it is. It's Shout Out Tuesday. It is Shout Out Tuesday, and I pray you brothers and sisters join me every Tuesday afternoon on IUIC Events channel, where I will be reading your kind and inspirational letters, also thanking you for your kind donations, and also covering very important biblical information for the mental well-being of our 12 tribes. That's right, 12 tribes worldwide. So hope to see you then every Tuesday afternoon on IUIC Events. Shalom.
They screaming peace when there ain't no peace. Israel prophesying in the streets. Look at me, the center of attention. Black Messiah coming with a vengeance. Coming with a vengeance. Black Messiah coming with a vengeance. They screaming peace, it ain't no peace. We prophesying in the streets. We seeking peace in the streets of Babylon. Brandishing Glock 40s, tucking heat like a carry-on. Sinning against the fathers, got us sleeping, not napping on. Christ the King revealed, this aerial phenomenon. Kicking against the pricks, lose your soul when that fire come. We purify better than gold, got my Bible on. And that's all that I know, when Babylon gon' fall, watch it blow, ayy. Switching it up, the nation's gon' drink it, I'm talking the cup. Don't care what you thinking, believe in the gospel. God is thinking, the fires of heaven gon' gather for dinner. To eat up the flesh, the wicked, the sinner. Your mama, your sister, your daddy, your cousin can get their issue. If they mind, they don't repent.
See, my brother right here. What's your name? What's your name?
I'm Johnny.
You Johnny? My name is Zakar. Johnny Zakar.
My African name is Yamo.
Yamo, your African name, right? Let me show you something. Because you say you got it, and you say your African name, right? What tribe from Africa are you from?
Yeah, I can't remember
Come
that.
closer, man. Come closer. Come
No,
closer.
I can't remember that.
You say you can't remember?
I can't remember that. I'm going all the way down. It's 3 tribes. You know, it's 100 and something.
Yeah, it's over. It's thousands of tribes in Africa,
Right,
actually.
because
There's over actually 3,000 tribes in
Right.
Africa alone.
Because our dialect, our language over there,
Uh-huh.
we got 100 and something different languages.
There's over thousands of languages in Africa.
Right.
So let me ask you a question. Okay, maybe not your tribe. What country from Africa are you from?
I don't know. I got it all wrote down.
You got it written down?
Yeah, but I just, I hadn't been practicing.
But with the African belief, don't everything's supposed to be passed down? A lot of it is verbal, right? Through storytelling and stuff like that.
This here, you remember in slavery days, my great-great-grandmother, she was freed from slavery.
Oh, she was in slavery. Your great grandparents
she
was in
was
slavery.
born.
They were slaves today.
She was born, I'm the 4th generation from slavery.
Okay, you the fourth born, or you the fourth from generation, so you know it very well. All right, you know what's crazy about that? Is that the people that came through the transatlantic slave trades, they not Africans.
Right, bring it out.
They not Africans. But guess what? They tell you that you African so you don't know who you really were.
Right.
The fact that you are 4th generation from your great grandparents that were actually slaves, to know the history from them telling you the things that they had to deal with, you prove to me with the slave trade alone that you are a child of Israel.
That's right.
Because guess what? The nation of Israel, we had to go through this. We went through slavery, through the sub-Saharan slave trade. We went through slavery. With the Spaniards came over here and conquered our brothers, the Native Americans in America in 1492. We went through those things, not the Africans. The Africans are still in Africa today. And the Africans come down here and prosper with businesses and all those things like that. The Africans will tell you that you are not African.
Right, they have done that.
So the question is, if that's not your nationality, then what is?
Bring it out.
You see,
I'm gonna tell you this. If I can show you your nationality and you ain't, after I show you your nationality, you won't ever have to write it down again because it's gonna be stuck right there in your head. Because the African, they tell you African, the reason why you don't know what tribe you're from in Africa and the reason why you don't know what country you're from in Africa is because you're not an African. Israel was Northeast Africa.
Right, bring it out.
Right? So you are from the continent of Africa, but to show you specifically what tribe, what nation, and what country you're from, you are from Israel. And your people are Israelites. The 12 tribes of Israel, and what tribe you belong to would be the tribe of Judah. So you know your tribe now and your nationality. But let me prove it to you. Let me ask you this. I'm gonna ask you a simple question because I see you gotta go, right? Give me Deuteronomy 20 and 68. How did your foreparents tell you they came to America in slavery?
Well, let me say this here.
What form of transportation did they take?
Let me tell you this. Her parents came over. That was generation, about 2-3 generations behind it. She was just born.
Oh, she was born in slavery. Okay, so let me ask you this. How does history prove to you that so-called African Americans came to America in slavery? What form of transportation? Did they drive here? Did they fly here? Did they take a boat? They took a slave ship, right?
Slave ship.
Did you know that that's in the Bible? That it was prophesied thousands of years before slave trade came that we was going to go into slavery and slave ships. You didn't read that before, huh?
Yeah, I'm familiar with a lot of it.
Well, let me show you. Watch this. Watch this.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So Egypt in the Bible is synonymous for bondage, meaning slavery. Because when we went into Egypt, we was captives. We were slaves, right? So he said, I'm going to bring you into slavery again. How?
With ships.
How did we come here in America? With ships, right? We came here in slave ships.
That's right.
This is your history. You know what I'm saying? He said that you would come into slavery on slave. Let's see how else. Watch this.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
Let me ask you a question. Since we came here in slavery, right? Have you been back to Africa? Have you been back to Israel? Because this right here is Africa, right? And this is where you from. Have you been back here since you came here in slavery? Read that part again.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
He said, guess what? You're not going to see your homeland again.
Right.
That's facts now, right? We came here in slave ships. We haven't been back to our homeland. Check, right? So far, so good, right? Watch this.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen.
Y'all have that sign? It says, and there you shall be sold unto your enemies.
On the back of the Northern Kingdom sign.
Oh, they got a backside of it. It's probably on the Southern Kingdom. There you go. Yep. He said, and there you shall be sold unto your enemies, right? For bondmen, slave men, and bondwomen, slave women, right? Did that not happen to us on those auction blocks? Didn't they do that to us? So we came here on slavery and slave ships. That's one. He said we wouldn't go back home again. We haven't been back to Israel since. That's two. And he said you're going to be sold for slave men and slave women. Isn't that not a fact? That's three. Let's see. Let's keep reading. Hold on.
The three you talking about?
That's three and one so far.
I'm trying to tell you something.
Tell me something. What you got?
The Irish.
The what?
That was here. The Irish. My grandmother somehow got mixed up in there. You see this naked jaw? That's Apache.
You say that's Apache?
This Apache.
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 Talking about the Native Americans.
Right.
Okay, but I showed to you that the Native Americans also went into slavery on slave ships. That happened to them. They came and got taken from over here, taken to Spain, taken to Europe, taken to Germany. They took them all over. So even still, if you say I'm Apache, the only thing, you say your grandma's Apache, she was black, but she got mixed up in Apache. That's your grandfather was Apache. So your grandfather being Apache, guess what that makes you? You would be from the tribe of Gad. You still an Israelite.
That's right.
And it still pertains to you. Because your foreparents were taken as slaves. Are the Native Americans running the land right now? No, they not. What are they at? Stuck on reservations. right? This is still the history of your forefathers. Now watch this. I don't want to forget, slave ships. Not going back home and sold on auction blocks. That's our history, right? Y'all listen to walking across the street, my sisters over there, y'all hear this. This is your history. Watch this. Keep reading.
And no man shall buy you.
Read it up from sold unto your enemies. And ye shall be
sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen.
And what?
And no man shall buy you.
When it says no man shall buy you, because clearly when we got put on the auction box, there was buying us. That's an old Quaker word. That means redeem. They talking about, and no man shall redeem you. In your lifespan, we had, how old are you? So you was born in the 50s? 58, right? So Malcolm X tried to redeem us from out of captivity under the oppressors. This might be before your time, but Marcus Garvey tried to redeem us, right? You had Martin Luther King tried to redeem us. Have any of that changed? Any of our people been saved since then? No. That's what the Bible says. The Bible says that, and no man shall buy you, meaning no man shall redeem you, because guess what? Today, look around. This is still our reality. Are we not still getting shot down by the police?
I don't mean to cut you off. Don't matter. I got to take in something. But they took the chains over here and put it right here.
All right, watch this. Hold on. Watch this. Let me show you something real quick. Deuteronomy 28 and verse 48. Because you said they took the chains off of here and here. And they left them on here. No, they put them right here.
They control you with the money.
Yeah, with the money, and they control you mentally.
Yeah.
Watch this. The Bible said that. Watch this.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 48.
This is also a curse.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
So what you have to understand is the people that you about to go into the stores and you buy your food from, you buy your water from, you buy your clothes from, God said that they are your enemies. I know the churches teach you that the enemies is a red man with horns and a pitchfork. That's the devil. But guess what? You got physical enemies out here.
Walking them out.
Right? The people that you go to for food, water, and clothing, those are your enemies. Watch this. Read it from the top.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
The Most High sent them against us for punishment, for breaking his law, statutes, commandments. Watch this.
In hunger.
When you want something to eat, you got to go to your enemies.
And in thirst.
In thirst. When you want something to drink, you got to go to your enemies. Be more specific. Our people don't own Popeyes. Our people don't own Walmart. Our people don't own Food Line, IGA, right? And when we want water that falls freely from the sky or anything to drink, we got to go to the stores that's not owned by our people. Guess what? We might have some stores where black people own those stores, but all the stuff that's in that store, they got to go to their oppressors to get it.
Right.
Right? Now watch this.
And in nakedness.
And the clothes that's on our backs. We have to go to our enemies. Right? Watch this.
And in want of all things.
If you want a birth certificate, if you want a social security card to even exist in the United States, if you even want to die and get a death certificate, you have to go to your enemies.
That's right. Bring it out.
When you go for education, you go to your enemies. When you want to learn about the God that's actually just for you, you go to your enemies. Anything you're going to want to need, wherever you got to go after you leave here, you're going to be going to your enemies. Watch this.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
It said, what you said he did? He took the iron from where? Where he took them chains from?
Took them from here and took it and put it in your pocket and in your head.
See this? The yokes of iron that they put on us. He said, your enemies is going to do what? Read that again.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Until what?
Until he have destroyed thee.
You know what that means? Take the yoke of irons off their neck. They still not running.
That's right.
You destroy it. Take the yoke of iron off their neck. They still don't want to know about their nationality. Take the yoke of iron upon their neck. They still coming to us and praising us as God and Jesus. When in reality, we don't even know that God and Jesus look just like me and you.
Bring it out.
That's right.
The same kind of hair that's on your head, the same kind of hair that's on my head, the skin color. The resiliency comes because we are children of the Most High God.
That's right.
We look just like our father. I look just like my daddy. You know what I'm saying? Just like they'll tell you, they'll tell you that Jesus is that man down there.
That's right.
That's what they tell you, right? They told you that in your time, and you was born in 1958. I was born in 1990, and they told me that was Jesus.
That's right.
Right? But we don't even know what Jesus really looked like.
Bring it out.
Because they'll tell you what? They would say, that's Jesus. But then, when you say, but what color was Jesus? Color don't matter. But then why are you showing me like that?
That's right.
Why are you showing me a picture of him looking like that? Revelations 1.
Oh, I got to go.
Revelations 1 and 14.
I got to go.
You see, now I'm going to let you know. Get a flyer. Get a flyer from one of these brothers. Let me show you something. Let me tell you something. What's your nationality?
Right now.
This is going to show me if you was listening or if you was just here. What's your nationality?
What's my nationality? I'm African American. That's all I know right now. Now,
And the scripture said,
I was
he
listening.
will put
But-
notes of honor upon your neck until you are destroyed. Do you understand that that answer in itself is a destroyed answer?
That's a destroyer.
Because I just sat here and showed you that you are an Israelite from the tribe of Gad, or that's what you say your grandfather was Apache, and you are still calling yourself an African American. Them chains are still on you, brother. You say they took the chains off, you still have them chains on. Them chains are still on you.
No, I don't. You know what? I still pray.
Okay, go to John 9 and 31. Let me show you about them prayers, bro.
Bring it out.
I gotta show you about them prayers now. I gotta keep it real with you. I gotta teach you the truth now. Read that.
This is John chapter 9, verse 31. Now we know that God heareth not sinners.
That what?
That God hears not sinners. But if any man be a worshiper of God and doeth his will, him he heareth.
So if you are praying to the Most High God now, and you are not keeping no commandments, check. And you ain't keeping no commandments, your prayers are going unheard. That's just facts. My brother over here with the bull's hat, come talk to me, man. That's what we came out here for. We came out here to talk to y'all.
Hey, also, this is Brother Timothy. He said he had black. He don't know who he is in the Bible.
All praises, bro. Timothy. Let me know. It's a call. My name is a call, right? Your name is Timothy, right?
You with that question, you are the first person today, outside of the brother that just showed up, that's being honest right now. Right? That's being honest right now. Yeah.
Check. Because a lot of, hey, y'all brothers right here. Let me show y'all something while I'm showing this brother something right here too. What's your nationality?
What's your nationality? My brother right here, yeah. What's your nationality?
What's my what?
What's your nationality?
I don't know.
What
Christianity.
nation of people you come from? What you said?
Christianity.
Christianity. That's your nationality. Do you know your nationality teach you what nation of people you come from and what laws y'all kept, what customs y'all had, the clothing y'all wore, things like that? So can Christianity tell you that?
No.
Come see. Come closer. This is for you too, Timothy. Did this happen to your foreparents? Is that your history in slavery? Didn't that happen to our people? That's our history, right? This is a real picture right here. This ain't even drawn. This is a real picture. This is all real stuff that happened. They put us in a cotton field. One white man sitting on a horse with a whip and made us pick cotton all damn day. You see, right now it's cool right now, right? But the sun is out. Can you imagine being out here before the sun came up, working? It ain't no breaks. Working until the sun went down, right? That's your reality. That was your history, right? What about this? Did that happen to us? That happened to us, huh? They put us on slave ships. You see how cramped up these brothers is?
Teach.
You know these brothers on the ships throwing up, defecating on each other. Women was giving birth on these ships. The babies was dying. You know all the travesties that happened to us because they don't teach you that in school. They just tell us that we went on slave ships, which guess what? All praise to the Most High because that's all you need to know.
Make it plain, huh?
Right? They put us on slave ships. This is not Christianity because you say your nationality was Christianity. This is not African American. You are not African American. I'm about to show y'all brothers how great y'all are and what nation of people y'all actually come from.
Bring it out.
I'm gonna give you the most, you know how to tell you, in order to know where you're going, you gotta know where you're from. So I'm about to give y'all brothers direction. I'm about to give y'all purpose, because guess what? Before I learned who I was, I just said, you know, only thing I gotta do is stay black and die. That's it. Because one day I gotta die, so guess what? I'm gonna live it up. I had no purpose. A lot of us brothers today, we don't have no purpose. You don't have a reason to live. That's why we live so recklessly. That's why we go out here, live the gang life, shoot up our own people, where you are constant paranoia because you don't know who coming for you. But guess what? Today I'm gonna give you purpose.
Bring it out.
Today I'm gonna show you how great you are. And today I'm gonna give you the truth. You know how they say keep it 100? Today I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. All right? Go Deuteronomy 28 verse 15. Watch this, because I want to show them who they are first, so I can show them who the Bible is talking to. Watch this.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Let me ask y'all a question. Is this a curse? Was them slave ships curses? Is this a curse? Look at the trash on the ground. Look at our neighborhood. Does the white side of town look like this?
This is a curse. This is a curse.
I thought I rode down there yesterday. I thought I seen a motherfucking White House down there.
You see that? Because guess what? They keep their side clean. The Bible said that the Israelites will go into curses for not keeping the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High God. I'm not talking about just the 10. That's all the churches teach you. But I'm here to keep it real with you. It's more than 10. Right? You can't live with just 10. So he said, because y'all broke my laws, I'm bringing y'all into curses. Watch what the curses were. Deuteronomy 28:37. Watch this.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment and a byword among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee.
When the Most High put us on them ships, he led us to those people. We became an astonishment, because an astonishment that we are quick and willing to kill our own people.
Bring it out.
How many black people you see, not saying that we should do it, but how many black people you see going around to the rich side of the neighborhoods and killing white people? You don't see it because they're scared. You're scared of your oppressors. They put the fear in. That's an astonishment that you're quick to kill a brother that looks just like you. That's an astonishment. To see him as an enemy. To walk around with your pants all the way below your ass. To sell drugs to your own people. To sleep with your sisters and not take care of your children. That's astonishment. To see the greatest nation to ever be created to be so low. That's an astonishment. He said in a proverb is a wise saying. What they say, if you want to hide something from a black person, where you got to put it? In a book. You younger than me and you know that. They said all black people love fried chicken. They say we all lazy. Who built all these buildings? We did. But we lazy. These are proverbs. And he said a byword. Today I asked this brother, what's your nationality? You told me Christianity. That's a byword. African American, that's a byword. Black, that's a byword. Mexican, right. Jamaican, Cuban, Dominican, those are bywords.
Right.
Your true nationality is you are an Israelite. Your nationality is Israel. If you call yourself an African American, you're from the tribe of Judah, from the nation of Israel.
That's right.
If you call yourself a West Indian, Jamaican, you are from the tribe of Benjamin, from the nation of Israel. You are an Israelite, which is the greatest people to ever be created.
Bring it up.
Right? Those are bywords. But you are greater than that. Deuteronomy 7:6. Real quick. Deuteronomy 7:6. Read that.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6.
So don't take my words. Let me show you what God said. Watch this.
But thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Meaning you are a separate people. You're not like nobody else. That's why your foreparents and you yourself can go through oppression on a daily basis and make it a life. That's why your foreparents could have went through slavery for 400 plus years and you still live in the effects of that today and you still can live life. But yet the white man go to Afghanistan for 12 months and he got PTSD.
Right.
Because you are a separate people. Read.
The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
But guess what? He chose you to be special. Now what you did with that chosen ability, that's up to you. He chose you. He said, that's all I had to do. I chose you as the nation I wanted to be mine. Now, if you're going to be special, that's on you Today you're going to be given a choice to choose life or to choose death. Before you leave here, you got to make that choice. But you were chosen to be special. Watch this.
Above all people.
So why you fight for equality when he said what?
Above all people.
Read.
That are upon the face of the earth.
So you're not just above all the people in Jackson, Mississippi. You're not just above all people in America. God said you are above all people that's on the face of the earth.
That's right.
And you didn't even know that. Because it's like, well, if God is for us, then why are we going through this? That's what I'm showing you in Deuteronomy 28. Until you come back to keep, you know what you're doing. I don't have to know your background. I don't got to know what you do when you go home. You know it. You know if you're living up to this Bible or not, and I know you don't live up to it because you haven't been taught it. Before I came into understanding who I was, I tried to live right. I thought I loved God and all these other things like that. But you don't. You have to be taught these things. You grow up from a young man like yourself, and you make it to a brother like myself, and you still won't know nationality until you come back to these Bibles.
That's right.
You still won't know true greatness until you come back to these Bibles.
That's right.
Why you think you exceed everybody? That's why they're scared. That's why they can see somebody as grown as me and you, and see a danger, and see the same thing in you, and you, and you, and you, even you. It don't matter your age. They know how great you are, and they know what you're capable of. You just don't know.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.